hacked somebody's account and called her and saying, oh, I lost my phone, can you transfer some money, and blah blah. So hi everyone, Tevan here. Today I want to share with you an e-advice and 8 things to consider on Facebook. So be sure to watch the whole video to find out what the 8 tips are. So tip number 1, I advise you to check your privacy settings on Facebook because as you all know, all your personal information are on Facebook and your tags, locations, and everything. So be sure to go into the public setting informations that you have set up and your profile information. Go onto the privacy settings to see what information you're sharing with who, and be sure to change it and change in every single item that you see. So, and one of the things that most people do is they post something on public mode and then they forget about it and post something else. But then this is something that was intended for their friends. So be sure to change your post settings from public to friends when you're posting. And that brings me on to my next tip, number 2, friends. When adding a friend or when you get a new friend request, don't just add and accept them left and right, because there are so many fake accounts on Facebook and people impersonating somebody in order to befriend you and then later on to scam you. And also when you have to be careful that you don't know if this is someone sitting in Africa trying to scam money out of you and trying to get access to your friends list even. So they might not actually go ahead and scam you right away, but one of the things also can be, there are so many different scams on Facebook for romance scams and money scams, basically everything that leads to trying to get something out of you and even blackmailing. Anyways, you don't want to accept somebody. Be sure to go ahead and check in the profile link how many posts they have, what they've been posting. If this is actually a real person, do a research. If it's some random dude or some random cute looking girl sends you a friend request, you never know, because it could be somebody else. And also for your friends, one of the things that I do personally is I make my friends list only visible to me, or you can actually make your friends list available for your friends only or for public. So go ahead and check it out, how much information you're sharing. Another thing is, when posting, this is all in the realm of friends. I guess it's kind of mini tips inside the friends section. Another thing is, when you're posting something, I categorize my friends from friends to acquaintances and close friends and family, so that friends from work. So when I'm posting something, I want to keep it to specific audience, and then you can definitely do that. If you didn't know this, go ahead and create that group and sort your friends out and put it in specific categories. So tip number 3 is passwords. So one of the things that my sister said was, like, one of the sisters that I know, she posted that somebody hacked somebody's account and called her and saying, oh, I lost my phone, can you transfer some money, and blah blah. So it's quite scary. You have to make sure your password is safe and secure. Make sure it's an easy, but not easy, memorable, unique password for you. And don't make it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are so many tutorials on how to make a great password on YouTube. If you want me to make a video specifically on how to make a password, then comment down below, and if I get enough requests, I will make that video. So Passwords are meant to be secret and keep it to yourself. If you need to write it down in order to memorize, make sure that it's placed in a secure place. And Facebook has options to, when you're logged out from your account, to verify through your friends. You can choose a couple other people to verify that it is actually you. So you can go ahead and put it in the settings and explore that area. Make sure that your personal private information is safe and secure, and it all comes down to you, because you are responsible for your own safety. So now this is bringing me back to tip number 4. It is notifications. A lot of us are in a lot of groups, and we have that random friend who likes to post a lot of stuff. That could be me, but anyways, if you're also in a group that has ads, your notification can be really, filled with stuff and notification. And some people have their notification on their mobile, etc., etc. So go ahead and, change your notification settings. How often do you want to receive emails? Where do you want to get those notifications? Do you want it sound? Well, it will make your life so much easier if you toned down the notification setting, turn off some more notifications, only make it to your important ones, so you're not really tempted to get distracted when you're doing something. So now going on to tip number 5, when I'm talking about settings, a lot of people, like I'm Mongolian, a lot of people on Facebook that I know don't know English to the fullest, so I advise them to turn their Facebook language setting to Mongolian. So whichever country you're from, whichever language that you're most comfortable with, turn your Facebook setting in that language, because the more you understand it, you're more able to control your data and keep it secure and safe. So number 6, the tip is, we have so many apps that we have given permission to, and all these third-party apps basically have access to our information that we have given grant access to. So go ahead into the settings mode, into apps, check out all the apps that you have given permission to in the past. It could be apps from last year when you did a personality type test. It could be something that you have given a permission to get the funny GIF. So you don't know, like, if you're really using those things, then fine, you can have that app permitted, and share your information. But if you're not using it, go ahead and cancel those permissions, because the more you're sharing your information, it's just, you're basically giving somebody your information, you've just forgotten about it. So go ahead and cancel those app permissions. And tip number 7, your location tags, geotags. I know a lot of us like to check in. Oh, I went to this cool restaurant, cool coffee shop with my friend, I'm having a cool time. But then you don't have to check in right away. You can check in later on, and don't do it in real time, because as we all know, a lot of public figures have been faced with issues of stalking and burglary, robbery, and it is a security risk for you and your family. And when you're out and about the town, it is giving burglars and thieves the idea that, hey, this person is not at home, so we can go rob their house or something like that. Knock on wood, we don't want that to happen. So go ahead and don't tag the location right away. I recommend you to tag the location later on. And tip number 8, I really ask you to spread positivity and comment on posts and pictures using nice language. And if you need to be critical, and if you're, don't bring down people. If you want to, like, I don't like spreading negativity, and I don't like seeing people I know spreading negativity. And be considerate of who could be reading your comments and posts, because to me, one of the things that happened, someone I know commented under something, and to me, I was like, I didn't know she talked like that. It was a kind of a surprise, and I was kind of disappointed. And so think about it from my perspective is I lost kind of my part of respect for her. So, anybody could be reading your comments, and it's not just that person that, you intended the post and comment for. If you really want that person to improve, go ahead and, comment on what's going wrong, what isn't right, or what you don't agree with in clear words, and don't use profanity or, we use sometimes bad words in profanity in a different context, not meant to hurt people, but when you're using words to intentionally hurt somebody, that is just not cool. Don't do it. And to me, when you're posting and commenting on people's pictures and posts, you're sending a message out to yourself like, this is my name card. This is who I am. And it's not necessarily reflecting on that person. It's reflecting on who you are. So I'm sorry, guys. And some of the times I think you don't give enough thought when you're posting it. So think it twice. Is it beneficial to somebody? Is it beneficial to anybody? Is it? Anyways, the point is, you could be, you post something and you're setting an example for your younger brother, your siblings, and do you want to be that role model? If you want to be remembered as a cool, inspiring person, don't do that. And bullying is just not cool. And anyways, on that note, I'm finishing this post, and if you have been enjoying this video, give me a like, and also share love and kindness. And when you're on social media, just think, if this comment or post was publicized with the news headline, would you be proud? Think about that. So anyways, bye. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell.